Hello, we are back for implement one more agent that will solve one more of our tasks. So this time we're going to implement the agent that would help us to identify what is the intent of the user. If the user is trying to ask a question, which will have to respond only with a text, or if the user is trying to execute a task, or which will have to return a more elaborated UI, and things like that. So if he is asking our question how to create a new app, you will have to return a instruction how to create a new app, but we also include the whole form that would be present to the user. So we're trying to identify what it just the user wants. So you have two options. Basically, it's only return test or you return elaborated UI. And for that, you're going to create a new. Now, you're not going to create a new agent. You're going to just use the same agent that you have that you use intent. Now you're going to build in a real, let's say, functionality in there. Before we go implement it, I want to start receive the input from the form itself through the API rather than have this hard-coded here. So I'll very quick create a new class, use input, which will be just the input. And I will just replace this to pass it first. There use input. Use input, and then here use input. That's all. Next thing I want to do is last time I left this agents here pass only chat, and I want to pass chat and demo. Next, I want to go to our agent and make sure our agents keep reloading. The agent should return a task. And therefore, task. And we're going to go for the agent picker, also returning task. And something that I forgot as well was to set the dog picker dog. I want to get the task and set the output with the Docker at the task. And where we're using this, so I want to get the dog task, and we can just pass the output here. Let's see if it's working. Something wrong. User input alias. That's good. Don't like my user input. Has to be up by then. A base audio. Okay. So we have the input, straight out, input, and what we want it is to how to book a class or BGJ. And so you have the document about BGJ here. Yeah, everything working. Now I think we are ready to start implement our new agent. The agent would be, we're going to use the same agent that you already have, which will be use intent. We're going to just change it a bit. So this self system prompt. This time, after the failure with our last input, I'm gonna grab one that I have in here that I know works. So this is gonna be, it is like responsible for identify user intent. The goal is to analyze the user input and determine if the user requires either a text or a form as a response. And if the user input is understood as a question automatically, the response should be a text. An example, something that I made work that I also want to, it's very similar to what you had done before, and I wanted it here as well. It is to get a response that gets only text or form, very limited. Now open text. And on my test, this worked fine. Let's see if it keep working. So, so let's just replace here. So prompt, and the input itself is gonna be, this is a use input, and yeah, I think like that. So let's see, pass. Just make sure we get it. Task, that would put, turn task, and let's see how it goes. I'm calling that in the moment. Let's go to regions, and they're gonna do here self, use intent, process, of task. We will get the prompt, first task, and we want as a, yeah, we don't want anything. It's basically whose intent based on the input only. So let's see what we get. Now we run it again. Something went wrong. Shut down. Not implemented agent process because we didn't return the task. Try again. What happened here? Response form. So this basically saying how to book a class. It's saying that it's a form, which here should not really because it's a text. Try another one. How to book it. Just to remember that this is ChatGPT 3.5, so the 4 will work much better. This is always saying it's form, which is very stupid. How can we create a new app? Yeah, now it's return text. Let's say, just say create a new app. It's form, right? So basically, it's working more or less. When you change to GPT-4, all that would improve significantly. So yeah, this basically story here is that we have created a new agent that will help us to identify what is the intent of the user. So we are gonna have different approaches to enhance this. We are gonna check on the doc itself, because based on the doc, we're gonna be able to know if it is a instruction to create a form, or it's just an instruction to respond with text. So most of the time, we're gonna be doing this statically rather than call ChatGPT for that. But yeah, it's something that we're gonna need in our system, so I have just created here. And that's it for now. I will see you in the next lecture.